Hi, everybody. This is Steve Descano, your Fairfax County Commonwealth's attorney. I'm happy to announce I'm running again for another 4-year term.
All right, you heard it there. He's in. Steve Descano running for re-election as the Commonwealth's attorney for Fairfax County in the city of Fairfax. We first broke this news yesterday on the news at noon. This morning, Mr. Descano joining us live in studio to talk with us about his bid for re-election. Good morning to you, sir.
Hey, good morning to you. I'm happy to be here, Larry.
Oh, thank you. So let's start with the first question. Why are you running for re-election?
Well, I'm running for re-election because I'm excited to build on the work that we've done. We've focused on building a system that is both just and has kept Fairfax County the safest jurisdiction of its size anywhere in this country. We've done a lot of stuff on diversion, on data, on centering victims, made a lot of strides, but I want to continue to build on that progress.
In 2020, your office stopped recommending cash bail at defendants' bond hearings. In October, your team also created a dashboard that tracks what bail recommendations your office made to judges and outcomes. Why were those two things in particular important?
Those two things in particular were important because making the right decisions at the beginning of the system really helps not only with justice but builds safety in our community. And what we were trying to show there is that through reform we were able to make better decisions, focusing on dangerousness instead of wealth, and making sure that we're holding people that represent a danger while releasing other people pre-trial that don't represent a danger, because overall that is not only the right thing to do, but it lowers crime long term.
And does this also help close the equity gap when we think about the criminal justice system?
Absolutely. As you know, equality and equity are a focus of what we're doing. And when we're focusing on dangerousness instead of wealth, what we're seeing is we're getting much better and more equitable outcomes.
Another issue that's brewing in your county right now happens to be with Fairfax County Public Schools. We know that 3 schools in the county have not notified students of their awards for National Merit Scholarship recognitions. We understand that the Attorney General is getting involved. He's been very vocal about it. This is happening in Fairfax County. Why aren't you getting involved?
Well, the main reason is that what the Attorney General is supposedly investigating isn't criminal in nature, so that wouldn't be my bailiwick. But I'll tell you, as somebody who is a member of Fairfax County, who has a kid in Fairfax County schools, what I want to make sure is that this Attorney General isn't doing a political witch hunt, because what I have seen from this guy is he has used his office purely for politics, to weaponize his office and to turn his office into just a vehicle for him to get on Fox News. And I really, really hope that's not what he's doing here with our great public schools.
So what's the deal between you and AG Jason Miyares? You guys consistently go back and forth. There's kind of digs that he takes at you, shots that you take back at him. What's going on here?
Well, what's going on is that, I'm really troubled by what he's doing with that office. And he has politicized that office and has gone out of his way at every turn to politicize the trauma of our most vulnerable victims, the people that I serve every single day. And he does it just to gain political points and to scuttle reform. I think it's awful what he's doing with that office. And, as somebody who has a platform, I think it's, incumbent upon me to stick up for my community and let him know that we're not going to let him stick his nose in our criminal justice system and turn it into a political sideshow.
You're running for re-election. What's your message to voters?
My message to voters is we are the safest jurisdiction of our size anywhere in this country, and we're building a more just and equitable and equal system. It's something they can be proud of, and we should continue on that work.
All right, Mr. Steve Descano, thank you so much, sir, for your time this morning. We appreciate it. Good luck to you, by the way, okay?
Thanks, Larry.
All right.